इमरान खान, how is it for India? अब ये वही वाली बात हो गई जो कि हमने quadrilateral peace process 2014. Earlier it was pivot to Asia and now it is your AfPak policy. With respect to Pakistan, that has happened recently, not recently, very recently, but yes, that is Pakistan has been put into grey list of Financial Action Task Force.
Click to subscribe to the channel and then press the bell icon to get regular updates of videos, live sessions, and important seminars.
Mr. Imran Khan, who is going to be the next PM of Pakistan. During his first address, informal address, not a formal address being the Prime Minister, because abhi formally he has not been sworn in. So what he has said is like, as you have rightly said, ki okay, jab India ek kadam lega, to hum do kadam lenge, theek hai? All these things are good. But if you analyze, because whatever is happening in your neighborhood is important to us. What kind of political establishment is going to be there, that is important for us. So, or overall, ऐसे भी interesting topic है, इमरान खान आ गए उधर. So, if you analyze, how do you see it? Of course, it's a good thing. He has been elected. There, like in today's newspaper also, it has been said that it has been a rigged election. ठीक है? It is being alleged that it is a rigged election. Even European Union का जो वहाँ पे commission था, it has also said that the counting process has not been fair. The process of voting was fair, but the counting process has not been fair. Okay, ठीक है, but whatever the reality is, he is going to be the next Prime Minister of Pakistan. So if we analyze how he is going to be, because if you have gone through whatever he has given speeches or manifestos or whatever, and in the newspapers also, if you have been continuing watching it, then you might have realized that he is the one person who was backed by army, Pakistan army, Nawaz Sharif there. Okay, so all those things that have happened, and that is something that was to support Imran Khan. ठीक है, उनको जेल में डाला, उनके बहुत सारे लोगों को हटाया. These kind of things has happened. Judiciary, it is being, whatever we are saying is through your newspaper reports. So it is like Imran Khan is was the poster boy of army. So if someone who is backed by Pakistan army is going to be there at the topmost position, so how it is going to be for India? ठीक है, it means कि कहीं ना कहीं, that is why he said I will not be the puppet of anybody, I'll be independent. Why he has given this statement? Because everybody knows that he has been backed by army. So if we see from our foreign relationship perspective, if someone who is backed by Pakistan army, who is the poster boy of Pakistan army, in that case what will happen is कि he will be somehow dictated by the Pakistan army, and if it will happen, then Kashmir, there might not be a drastic change in Kashmir situation what is currently there. ठीक है, कश्मीर के जो इशू है उस पे बहुत ज़्यादा आपको चेंजेस नहीं दिख सकते हैं. There might not be, because he is backed by Pakistan army, number one. Number second thing is, like Nawaz Sharif, he was a person who has tried to develop relationship with India, ठीक है, और उन्होंने जो है आर्मी की डोमिनेंस को भी तोड़ने की कोशिश की थी. That is why army was against him. That is why even during his election speeches, even your Imran Khan has criticized. He has criticized कि surgical strike के time पे Nawaz Sharif has not done anything. He is a traitor. So it means कि he is not that soft person which he is appearing to be. Okay, so and during his election manifestos also he has talked about that there is a people who are into terrorism, like people who are directly into terrorism and people who are indirectly into terrorism. Directly means the people who are at the front line, and indirect means those who are supporting the terrorist organizations or the terrorists. So he has said that once we come into power, we will try to engage the people who are indirectly involved in terrorism. We will try to bring them into the mainstream. ठीक है, अब ये वही वाली बात हो गई जो कि हमने क्वाड्रिलेटरल पीस प्रोसेस 2014 when there was a rhetoric that good terrorism and good Taliban and bad Taliban. So India has rejected that कि Taliban is Taliban. There is no good or bad Taliban. But he has said that we will try to bring in the people who are not directly, rather indirectly involved with terrorism. So wo bhi ek somehow it is not suiting us. Then during his election manifesto, in his election manifesto, he has also said that on Kashmir issue, we would take the line of UN Security Council resolution. ठीक है, UN Security Council resolution जो आपका 47, 48, 49 वाला जो आपका 40s में जो बात हुई थी उस टाइम पे, एंड इंडिया हैज अब एट द प्रेजेंट मोमेंट इंडिया इज नॉट रेडी टू गो फॉर प्लेबिसाइड. पता है ना हमारा ऑफिशियल, इट्स लाइक ऑफिशियली वी आर नॉट रेडी फॉर दैट. व्हाई वी आर नॉट रेडी फॉर दैट? Because everything has changed that time. Since that time, whatever was there, the demography of Valley, the demography of the whole Kashmir region has totally changed. The circumstances which were there during that time, which when plebiscite had to be conducted, have drastically changed now. So India is saying we'll go for plebiscite. अगर आप वापस वही situation वहाँ पे ले आते हो, तो he has talked about कि he'll take the Kashmir issue on the lines of United Nations Security Council resolution. So it is a kind of a retrogative step, क्योंकि जो हमने पहले bilateral talks हमने start की हैं, एक level पे लाए, आप फिर you are saying कि we will go back to the lines of UNSC resolution. So that is also something we have to wait and watch कि क्या होता है क्या नहीं होता है. And then if you could recall, during his this whole campaigning and during the election process, he has also welcomed some terrorist organizations with their supporters in the group. What is the name of the party of Mr. Imran Khan? PTI. What is PTI? Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, है ना? So he has welcomed the group Harkatul Mujahideen leader. Harkatul Mujahideen is creating problems in Kashmir, and he has welcomed that group leader into his party along with the supporters vote bank politics. ठीक है, तो when the terrorist organizations are part of the party who is going to be in power, so how it would be for India? ठीक है, and moreover he is soft on Taliban, he is not very hard on Taliban. So it is, of course it is too early to say anything कि what will be the outcome of his period of regime, but yes, whatever we could analyze from the whole during the election process, how he has behaved, he has talked about anti-India, anti-US, he has talked a lot about in his manifestos, ठीक है, he has welcomed the terrorist organizations into his group. Then at the same time he is talking about the Kashmir solution on the lines of United Nations Security Council. He has talked about, he has again somehow brought that good Taliban, bad Taliban kind of thing in the talks. He has talked about those who are directly and those who are indirectly related to terrorism. So we need to wait and watch. And above all, he is the poster boy of the Pakistan army. So if Pakistan army is at the dominant position, the Prime Minister is listening to Pakistan army, then what could be the implications for India? We all know that. So it is like, of course he has talked about ki okay theek hai, India will take one step, will take two steps, we will go for talks on Kashmir issue, but talks on what parameters? Talks on the parameters of UNSC resolution, then again it will be a retrograde step. So these are the things that we have analyzed in the what all has happened till date. So we have to wait and watch. But on the other side, if you see, he has got the mandate to become the Prime Minister on the like he has talked about Naya Pakistan, ठीक है, अच्छे दिन वाला वहाँ पे भी Naya Pakistan he has talked about. So Naya Pakistan means he has talked about development, he has talked about your health, education, employment, reduction in corruption. If these kind of things are going to happen in Pakistan, of course there will be some kind of development, stability would be there. Youth people have voted him, maximum youth voters have voted him, they are looking for development in Pakistan. So in a way, if these things happen in Pakistan, Pakistan becomes stable. So somehow it is good, it is always, a stable Pakistan is always good for India, isn't it? So too early to say anything, but अभी तक जो भी हमने देखा, जिस तरह से भी उन्होंने स्पीचेस दी, जो भी उन्होंने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में कहा, एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट ही वाज द वन पर्सन हु वाज वेरी क्रिटिकल ऑफ CPEC कॉरिडोर, China Pakistan economic corridor, because it was not passing through his region of Pukhtun. So now what has happened is ki after some time he has agreed to that. Okay? And rather in the address he has talked about that CPEC corridor should be fastly completed and more relationship economic tie-ups with China. Rather whatever he has talked about, it was China first and then in the end he talked about India. So that also we need to see that the person who was against CPEC is now professing that it should be completed fast and more ties with China. So this Pakistan-China nexus we also have to wait and watch. So too early to say, but yes, it's a good move. Okay, someone is coming there and who is talking about ki, we should have a talks, but at the same time we have to be very cautious, because anyways army's poster boy he is, and in the meantime India should continue doing whatever India is doing, taking the Pakistan issue on various platforms, isolating Pakistan, that we are doing at international platforms, soft power, hard power, people to people, economic diplomacy, everything we should keep on doing what we are doing. And in the meantime, if development is there in Pakistan, it is always a stable Pakistan is always good for India. Okay, so this is about Mr. Imran Khan, who is going to be the next PM of Pakistan. Okay. Another thing with respect to Pakistan that has happened recently, not recently, very recently, but yes, that is Pakistan has been put into grey list of Financial Action Task Force. So how it is going to impact Pakistan? FATF में आ गया है. It has been put into Financial Action Task Force. We are doing the current developments. 1.5 years में जो हुई हैं, तो पाकिस्तान में latest was the Prime Minister, second is your FATF. So what is the implication of being Pakistan in FATF? Okay. Terror financing, yes. It's a very successful diplomatic move for India, because India has been trying to relate Pakistan and terrorism for a long time, and finally India's that's what we talked about just 2 minutes back, that India should keep on trying isolating Pakistan on international platforms wherever it could happen. So FATF is one area where we have got a diplomatic success there, and what would be the implication if it will hamper the image of Pakistan? ठीक है, अगर आप FATF में आते हैं, आपके यहाँ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कम होंगी. Nobody would want, because of this kind of instability, जब तक कि ये ग्रे लिस्ट से वापस नहीं आ जाता है, no one would be eager to invest in Pakistan. इनका ratings would be down. ठीक है, ratings in IMF, World Bank, आपका जो Moody's and all those ratings are there, that would come down. No international financial institutions would like to do business with Pakistan. Okay? And then FDI is not coming to Pakistan. In that case, current account deficit will increase in Pakistan. So these are some, and then Pakistan, if it has to come out of the grey list, then it has to take measures. है ना, जो भी आपके measures हैं, terror financing and all those things, it has to take measures. It is compelled to take measures if it has to come out. ठीक है, तो money laundering, terror financing, these things would also take a back seat if it has to come up from FATF grey list. So these are some of the things when Pakistan has been put into Financial Action Task Force in the grey list. It is the first time we are putting Pakistan. It was earlier also 2012 to 15 it was there, and this is the second time. Okay? So implication is like it's a kind of a diplomatic win for India, and for Pakistan the thing is ki it will hamper its international image. It has to take measures to check terror financing. It has to take measures for your money laundering. It has to take measures, corruption ke bhi jo hai, misuse of money, it has to take measures for that. FDI would be reduced in Pakistan. It will further increase its current account deficit. Okay? These are some of the implications of Pakistan being put into FATF. Okay. With respect to Pakistan, what are the other things, Pakistan, Afghanistan agar saath le lo, what are the other things that have happened in the recent past, means 1.5 years, that is of some importance? Baluchistan, okay. What else? Any policy by US? Afghanistan, Pakistan policy, AfPak policy, or the new South Asia policy by US. Earlier it was, what the policy was called by US? Pivot to Asia. When Obama was there, it was pivot to Asia, and now it is the new AfPak policy or the new South Asia policy. Okay, that also with respect to your Afghanistan Pakistan policy, that is also of concern to us. इसके अलावा और कुछ हुआ? Let us take Afghanistan along. और कुछ हुआ India Afghanistan के बीच में अभी recently? छाबार में क्या हुआ? Soft opening we have done. Okay, yes. Trade से related anything else we have done? Air corridor, have we started air corridor? Yes, that was also a thing that we have started, the air corridor between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Why we are going for air corridor? It's a very costly thing, because currently what is the agreement through which India is doing trade with Afghanistan? How it is doing trade with Afghanistan? Chabar bhi abhi puri tarah se open nahi hua, it's just a soft opening we have done. ठीक है? So what is the way how the trade is being done between India and Afghanistan? Why we have taken a measure to open an air corridor? What is the current route? How it is the trade is happening? Afghanistan, Pakistan trade agreement is there. So what happens is, things from Afghanistan, they come to India via your Pakistan. Okay? It comes via Pakistan through your Wagah border. So what happens is, as per the agreement, what is the agreement? The agreement is, Afghanistan can bring the goods to India, but from India, the trucks have to go empty. They cannot take anything back from India. Okay? So that is the agreement. So that is something is not beneficial for increasing trade between India and Afghanistan, because it is a one-way thing. Only Afghanistan goods would come here. That is why we are stressing on the fast completion of Chabahar port, and in the meantime we have opted for air corridor. So there is one figure which says that if the air corridor will happen and there will be an increase in trade between the two countries from 700 million to 1 billion in 3 years. Okay, through this corridor, air corridor, the trade would increase from $700 million to $1 billion in 3 years. Okay? So, is it of course, if there is no other option, this is the option we are using for the moment. But this air corridor is a costly affair. At the same time, what we have, there have been challenges to this also. There have not been, like you might have read also in the newspapers, that there are not enough cargo planes. कार्गो प्लेन्स की प्रॉब्लम है अभी हमारे पास. देन वी डोंट हैव इवन कोल्ड स्टोरेजेस एट द एयरपोर्ट्स फ्रॉम वेयर दीज थिंग्स ट्रेड इज हैपनिंग. तो जहाँ पे आपके पास कोल्ड स्टोरेज नहीं है वहाँ पे पेरिशेबल आइटम्स दे आर गेटिंग wasted. So these are some of the challenges. So of course the ultimate thing between India and Afghanistan trade should be your Chabahar port. It should be through your sea, which is the most which is the best way of trading between two countries. But in the meantime we are using the air corridor, but still it is having challenges. Enough cargo planes are not there, screening machines are not there, you are not having enough cold storage facilities. So this is another thing that has happened with respect to India and Afghanistan. Then the new South Asian policy, or the AfPak policy of USA. Earlier it was pivot to Asia, and now it is your AfPak policy or new. What is this? कई बार सुना होगा. What is this policy? What is this new policy? How it is different from earlier pivot to Asia? What the new policy says? Yes? Increase role of India, okay, yes. What else? They want India to play a more offensive role. ठीक है, okay. Then more military role, more like till now, whatever we have done in Afghanistan is maximum of your soft power utilization, developmental work. Okay, that is one aspect. क्या बोलती है ये policy, और what are the main highlights of this policy? The first thing it talks about is कि earlier the policy was time bound. ठीक है, 2014 में हम चले जाएंगे, 15 में चले जाएंगे. It is saying that कि now it's not time bound. It will be seen, the presence of US in Afghanistan would be depending on the ground realities. ठीक है, there is no time frame कि within this time frame US will withdraw the troops from Afghanistan. So this is a shift. Earlier it was time bound, and this time it is based on the ground realities. ठीक है, तो क्यों ऐसे कहा US ने? What Trump has said on this? Trump has said that now our adversaries will not be able to judge what is going to be our move. ठीक है, पहले तो आपको पता है कि भैया okay, within this stipulated time they are going to go back, but now it is depending on ground reality. अब ground reality में कब क्या decision USA लेगा, no one knows right now. ठीक है, so the first point if you want to write, you can write is that shift from time-based approach to one based on ground realities. ठीक है, second is integration of all diplomatic, economic and military instruments of American power towards a successful outcome. Means US will, it's not only that hard power, ठीक है, all diplomatic powers, economic powers, all kind of efforts USA will be taking to bring stability in Afghanistan. Another thing which is very important in this policy, for the first time it has been done with respect to Pakistan. Again, it's kind of a moral victory for India, because India has been screaming from all the international platforms that Pakistan is giving the it is a hotbed, it is giving support to terrorists. For the first time, Pakistan has been referred as giving, it's a safe haven for terrorists. For the first time, direct reference of Pakistan for providing the safe haven to the terrorists. पहले की policies में इसको सीधा नहीं कहा गया. For the first time, this has been done, and उसके बाद policy आने के बाद जो है पाकिस्तान को जो है has been grey listed again in this, and this time earlier it was again grey listed, previously grey listed, this time not even China and Saudi Arabia is supporting Pakistan. ठीक है, वो भी इसके support में खड़े नहीं हुए. So third point is that first time direct reference to safe havens, direct reference to safe havens given by Pakistan to terrorist organizations comma accusing Pakistan of misusing US funds and pressure on Pakistan to mend its ways. Pressure on Pakistan to mend its ways. ठीक है? And one aspect that you all have talked about is, in this policy, USA has asked India to play a more proactive role in Afghanistan. ठीक है? मतलब India should play a more proactive role in Afghanistan. So another point, important point is increase in strategic partnership with India. Increase in strategic partnership with India for US South Asian concerns. And India should play a more proactive economic and developmental role in Afghanistan. ठीक है? India should play a more proactive economic and developmental role in Afghanistan. Then another thing it has said that to Afghanistan also, like you also have to take efforts to bring down terrorism. It's not that it is limitless support USA is going to provide to Afghanistan. Even Afghanistan government has to take steps. It has to define its own destiny, because the support that USA is providing is not continuous. ये नहीं कि आपको हमेशा मिलती रहेगी. So you also have to take charge of your ground reality. So Afghanistan to take ownership of its future. Afghanistan to take ownership of its future, which implies that there is no unlimited commitment from US. No unlimited commitment from US. And the last is, there are many points, but yes, some of the points which are important from our perspective is additional deployment of soldiers in Afghanistan. Additional deployment of soldiers in Afghanistan. Okay. So the two things that needs to be analyzed, one thing is, okay, should India take a proactive role? That might be a question. Should India take a proactive role? What are the pros and cons and what India needs to take care of? Second thing is, what all has been given in the AfPak policy or the South Asian policy of US, what is the ground reality right now? Because ये policy आए हुए आपके पास almost 8 to 10 months has passed. So what is the ground situation? ठीक है? So after coming of this policy, is there reduction in terrorism because it has given the reference of Pakistan as safe havens? So ground reality क्या है? Policy इन्होंने एक बात बोली और ground reality क्या है? What do you think? First, let us discuss ki what actually is the ground reality, and then we will talk about ki should India go ahead or what should India do. Okay? And we'll analyze that aspect. So, what is the ground reality? Kuch, matlab, have you come across some piece of news articles जहाँ पे आपको लग रहा हो कि yes, this was the policy and this has been done? One is okay, terrorism financing को लेके FATF में डाल दिया. That is one thing. ठीक है? कि it has been grey listed in the FATF. और क्या किया? USA has talked about कि okay, India should play a proactive role. It is a safe haven. This, that, everything. That we are going to increase the number of soldiers and all those things. So what actually is the ground reality? कहाँ आपने पढ़ा ये policy तो पढ़ी होगी. Off and on it comes in the newspapers. What Pakistan is doing, what Afghanistan is doing, what USA is doing, where is India standing. So क्या लगता है? हाँ वो तो है. Yes, of course. जो हमारा है, it's always foreign policy is your national interest, ठीक है? It's always your national interest. तो ये जो जितनी बातें बोली उनकी ग्राउंड में आपको क्या लगता है क्या हो रहा है? कहीं कुछ हो भी रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है? Yes. Earlier the US stand was कि they always said कि जो ये तालिबान है, जो terrorist organizations हैं, इनको अगर peace process करना है, बात करनी है, तो they should talk to Afghanistan because USA is not going to be a proactive in this. But now अगर आपने पिछले 10-15 दिन में पढ़ा होगा, so now USA has agreed that it has agreed to the request of the Taliban leaders that it is going to, like, they want to talk to USA and USA has agreed to it. So earlier it was saying कि India should play a proactive role, हम पीछे से रहेंगे, we will be only training, हम अपने troops बढ़ा देंगे, ये कर देंगे, financial aid दे देंगे, but we will be at the back seat. Taliban, if it has to go, it wants to go for a peace process, talks, then it has to talk to the government of the country rather than to the USA. But अभी जो है USA has agreed to do that. उसके बाद अगर आप I'll dictate you the points. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? अभी it has said that कि okay it has safe havens हैं और जो terrorism है वहाँ पे तो all kind of terrorist organizations, terrorist जो आपके bases हैं पाकिस्तान USA is going to kill all those bases. So what we have observed after this policy, there have been number of drone attacks. ठीक है? And the drone attacks have been in the areas जो आपके Haqqani network and all, which is a problem to West. So they have done the drone attacks mainly in AfPak region, AfPak border, in the terrorist outfits which are causing problem to West rather than in the areas where we have Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed kind of outfits. तो वो भी हमारा पर्पस तो सॉल्व नहीं हुआ क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ तो वही कश्मीर की जो प्रॉब्लम है वो चल रही है. It has warned Pakistan to take steps, but what has in this election process we have seen that terrorists are flooding their own parties, flouting their own parties. They are conversing, they are talking about for their candidates. कर रहे थे कि नहीं? हफीज सईद आपका ये सारे मसूर अजहर is still staying happily in Pakistan and Hafiz Saeed was doing all the election campaigning for his son and son-in-law. ठीक है? So means okay, USA has talked about it, but what has happened is ground reality में हमारे पास तो अभी it's like we have not seen any kind of improvement in terror activities in India. Isn't it? And then उसके बाद क्या है? अभी पीछे जो है ceasefire was also there, ceasefire was there, which is a good thing. But again, it was like Pakistan, sorry, it was on behest of USA only. USA was saying कि हम सिर्फ military support करेंगे, but it is doing everything. It's good also, but जो policy में कहा है और जो कर रहे हैं उसमें थोड़ा सा differences है. So we need to understand what is the ground reality, and then we will analyze should India go for a more proactive role in Afghanistan as being said in this policy. So some of the points of ground recent analysis of US South Asia policy. Number one, US has asked Pakistan to act against all terror groups. US has asked Pakistan to act against all terror groups operating from its territory, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, etc., which are of concern to India, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, etc., which are of concern to India. And on the other side, US has carried the air strikes or the drone strikes जो है उनकी, US has carried the air strikes on the regions of the terrorist groups which are of concern to West, like Haqqani network, etc. No major airstrike on Pakistan. No major airstrike on Pakistan. There is one estimate till June of 2018. Since the policy has been announced till June 2018, approximately 40 airstrikes have been done by US. उन 40 में 39 in Afghanistan, 1 in Pakistan. ठीक है, तो that is again a problem. Second thing is India's concerns or India's terrorist problem in Kashmir is still as it is, rather it is deteriorating. And terrorists like Hafiz Saeed has openly addressed political rallies in Pakistan and till date nothing has been done on Masoor Azhar front. Nothing has been done on Masoor Azhar front. ठीक है. Next, retreating from its earlier stance, US has agreed to directly talk with Taliban leaders ठीक है. Another point, with the help of US, Pakistan and Afghanistan have finalized Afghanistan-Pakistan Action Plan. 7-point Afghanistan-Pakistan Action Plan for Peace and Stability without any involvement of India and even the Eid ceasefire was brought with US efforts only. While your policy says that India should take a proactive economic and developmental role. So this is your ground reality. Okay? Now, should India take a proactive role in Afghanistan? What do you say? Should India take a proactive role in Afghanistan? What should be our concerns? Yes. What all factors need to be factored in while analyzing ki what should India do? See, some things we need to take into consideration and then we can think of ki what should India do. Okay? Okay. First thing is, if we come closer to USA on request of USA, if we are we are taking a very offensive role in Afghanistan, what will happen is then we will find that China, Pakistan, Russia, Iran, this nexus will grow further against India and we cannot afford this nexus against us. अगर हम USA के नज़दीक आते हैं तो what will happen? Of course China, Pakistan, Iran, Russia, that nexus will grow. We always have to see a fine balance, maintaining fine balance because we cannot do without oil also. And Russia, आपकी जो major आज के time पे आपके जितने भी defense equipments है, till date they are of Russian origin. We are signing agreements with other countries, USA or Israel or France, but the delivery is yet to be done. Rafale deal parliament में कितना कुछ हो गया, कुछ मतलब it's like it still has to happen on the ground. Currently हमारा सब कुछ are all defense, 80% is your Russian. ठीक है, we cannot antagonize these. अगर हम USA के close आते हैं तो that nexus would be there. ठीक है, और क्या हो सकता है? And when we have seen the ground reality and seen the current US administration, Trump, he can anytime take a U-turn. ठीक है, he can take U-turn. He is very a good driver from any place, even the smallest of the road is there, he can take a U-turn. So you never know, अगर उसने U-turn ले लिया or some changes brought in the policy, then what will happen? India will be left alone. ठीक है? So that also we need to take care of. But at the same time, India's aspiration is to become a regional player. We want to be a global power one day. So we need to be doing something here also. Developmental role we have done. We have invested more than 2 billion in Afghanistan. And those investments also need to be secured. है ना, इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने की है तो उसकी सिक्योरिटी के लिए भी तो हमें कुछ काम करना पड़ेगा, isn't it? That is why lately we have given them Mi-35 attack helicopters, थोड़ा उनके जो troops हैं उनकी training and all those things we have agreed to. So at the same time we cannot say कि India should not do anything here. Of course developmental role plus little bit because we want to be the net security provider in the area, we want to be the regional player in the area, ठीक है? So we cannot totally deny कि we will not play a active role here. So that we have to see कि how much कितना करना है और कितना नहीं करना है, so that there is no nexus built against India. ठीक है? If we go very close to USA, then other things will develop against India, वो भी हमें ध्यान में रखना है. But at the same time developmental role भी play करना है, and at the same time जो हमने 2 billion से ज़्यादा की investment की, that also needs to be protected. ठीक है? तो उसके लिए भी हमें करना है. So it's not that we should we have to have our own strategic autonomy. We have to think not on what USA is pressurizing us, rather what best we can do in this area. ठीक है? Not that policy is saying तो हमें कर लेना है. It's a good thing that the US is recognizing India to be a major power in the region. That is a good thing, but not at the cost of the USA's plan, at the cost of our own plan, our own national interest. ठीक है? तो इसको जो है बैलेंस तरीके से if it comes, it has to be addressed in a balanced way. कि yes, India should take a role there, developmental role as well as little bit offensive role also, not always defensive, but not on the lines of what USA want. It should be based on our own strategic autonomy. ठीक है? So this is your AfPak policy with respect to Afghanistan and Pakistan. Okay. Another small thing which was in news, थोड़ा सा करके, then we'll take other topics. Like, हाँ वो जो हम SCO वगैरह करेंगे ना तब करते हैं, ठीक है? Because India has become a member of SCO also. That can be a full question. India and Pakistan both have become a members of SCO. Okay, of late we have seen that we have talked about the political parties and they are addressing political parties. Of late we have seen that many terrorist organizations have been in the election process. They have been fighting elections in Pakistan. So how is it for India? If abhi to chalo they have not won, but down the line you never know. So if political parties, the terrorist backed political parties are there, so what is going to be the impact? How it is going to impact? You never know, ये internal security में आपका cross border कहाँ से mix करके पूछ ले, ठीक है? You never know. आपका जो है border cross आपका border वाला है ना, उसमें internal security में भी. So whatever we are doing, it's not only paper two. Just let us understand the topics. You never know the way questions are being asked. वो किस paper में कहाँ कैसे पूछते हैं? You never know. ठीक है? So how it is going to be and how it is going to put an impact on India? The trend, the new trend has come up. The political parties or the terrorist backed political parties or the terrorists themselves are fighting elections in Pakistan. So how it is going to impact? Okay. See, अगर political parties are, sorry, this terrorist political parties are there, ठीक है? तो their motive क्या है कि instability in Kashmir. And what is the motive of your Pakistan army? वो भी क्या करती रहती है? Instability. That is why Pakistan army has backed this election. Nawaz Sharif, he was against the hegemony of your military in Pakistan. तो उनको हटाने के लिए तो मतलब it's like if such kind of political parties are there, तो there will be more collusion between these two. ठीक है? Pakistan army easily can gel with these organizations. और उसका क्या impact होगा? There might be increase in infiltration, increase in terror attacks against India. That might be one thing, one scenario. Second thing is, जो ये आपके terrorist organizations हैं, ठीक है? Do they promote democracy? They are more into your Sharia laws. fundamentalism sharia laws, so there might be a chance ki there will be more dominance of your sharia laws, strict laws हैं, आपके बहुत सारी countries हैं जहाँ पे अभी भी आपके जो sharia की तरह strict laws हैं, तो in case this kind of atmosphere is there in your neighborhood, तो that is not good for India. ठीक है? Is it good for India? No, it's not good for India. तो अगर इस टाइप की पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज आती हैं, तो there might be chances of more attacks on India, collusion between your army and these parties, better collusion would be there, then there will be more dominance, there might be more dominance of your Sharia laws. Sharia laws होंगे तो means deterioration of democracy, and democracy is anyway required. ठीक है, डेमोक्रेसी होगी तभी स्टेबिलिटी एंड डेवलपमेंट होगी वहाँ पे. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द थिंग्स, यू कैन थिंक मोर अबाउट दिस ऑल्सो कि अगर इन केस ऐसा होता है तो